Yo, what's up guys, Nandra here, and today's video is going to be about the importance of your mulligans, I guess. Because some games I see people, and even myself actually, will sometimes mulligan for like incorrect things, and I'll go ahead and cost you games. This goes into the whole understanding your role at any given point in a game. Like, for example, if you're going first, you want to be the aggressor. If you're going second, you want to be the defender. However, those roles will constantly swap back and forth based off of what you have in your hand. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you this replay. This is versus Runecraft. Now, this game was weird because this game, like, my opponent full kept his hand, but like his hand didn't do anything. Like, the only thing he did was just try to stop me from doing things, but that doesn't work. Like, you need to, like, versus Bloodcrafter, you need to try to be like, aggressively pushing board control. But like, what I mean by like aggressively is I mean like you want to be doing it with creatures who can do it and who can also live as well. Like, for example, stuff like Lyriel, stuff like Levi, so, yeah, things like that. So I'm gonna toss back my hand. I was versus Haven, or not Haven. I was versus Rune, and I thought he might be like D-ship or something like that. But if he's Dirt, which is also semi-popular, which and that of Burn Dirt, then I really want Tove, because Tove can dodge his 2/2 Dwarf Alchemist. So I do get the Tove. He does play the Dwarf Alchemist, and this is nice because if he was D-shipped, I don't know, like today, like every single D-shift player I've met on ladder has like nut drawn me. Like, I mean, I'm talking about like double D-shift and everything like that, and I just couldn't do anything. So here he plays with the Red Hot Ritual. Again, it's important to know that my opponent did not mulligan at all. So I'm expecting him to have a god hand here, because usually when you don't mulligan, that's what that should mean. But here, he does something very, very annoying. And he had triple Red Hot Ritual in his hand. I'm like 90% positive that I was really full capped. So here, I play Alice for 2. I should have pre-evoed this Alice, however I don't, because I kind of forget. And save an evos for next game. But yeah, had I evoed this Alice, it would have killed his Mage of Nightfall that he evos into me. However, I can still clean that up with BKB, and that's fine. I'm also not going to play out the Goblin here, just because this is the turn where he wants to go Master Mage Levi to me. So, but instead here, he plays double Piercing Rune, and I'm just like, full house? Hello? But this is fine because this gives me space to Phantom Cat. Again, next turn, what I'm probably going to most likely do is I'm either going to Phantom Cat again, just so that way I have cards for the remainder of the game, or I might go all in with this Actress Fairy and just like full flood my board. Alright, so I go Hector into Sector. I got that rhymed. And I develop a 9/9. Again, I could Evo, but because I know he's Dirt, there's a good chance that he's going to play Wizardess of Oz, and then he's going to get a Dance of Death, and then he's going to Dance of Death it, and I'm going to be sad. But instead, he does play Mutagenic Bolt, and then he plays the Dance of Death. I was like, yes, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Like, Right. But this turn is important, because this turn I can now go all in with my Actress Feria. This is nice. He basically telegraphed that he does not have Master Mage Levi yet. He could have drawn it off the cards he just drew, but I don't think that's the case. So I'm going to get Actress Fairy for 3. Alright, now here, I held the Goblin. That's a little bit of a mistake, because like I've already like pretty much like full committed into this if he has Master Mage, I die at plan, so not playing that was a little bit bad. But here, I go Baphomet first, instead of playing the 6-mana Phantom Cat, because yes, even though I won't be able to play what I get, I'll be able to remove one more bad option from my deck, and then maybe try to get Grim Nerf off of my Phantom Cat. Now here, this turn is also important. Rune only does instances of damage in amounts of 3. The only damage spell the only like damage spells that they have that don't are Piercing Rune and Dance of Death. But Dance of Death is a neutral. But yeah, only those two deal 2. Everything else does 3. Master Mage does 3. Old Man Levi does 3. Halo Golem does 3. And it's really important to keep yourself at the highest amount possible that wouldn't be divisible by 3. So in this case, I'm at 10. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna stack my Flame Rat into his Halo Golem. I'm also gonna toss in my Wise Merman as well, because this way, even if he plays something like Oz next turn, he needs to have 4 burn spells to kill me now. Like, that's a pretty tall order, especially because he just floated 5 mana last turn. So yeah, again, gonna go and trade. The reason why I'm doing this is because again, it puts victory further and further out of his reach. I'm gonna go ahead and commit the Goblin here, just because if he plays a taunt or something like that, then I'm fine. He plays Wizard for 2. He doesn't have it. Like, it was already difficult enough for him, because he had like multiple dead cards in hand that apparently I just like could not play for some reason, and it really just came down to playing around your outs as much as possible. And this is important. I wanted to title this video "Why Math is Important," but there's a lot of like I guess like little like in-game like things you can kind of like learn from this game. One, you need to understand how much reach each and every deck in the meta has. Like, for example, versus Sword, if they still have an Evo, you need to be above 10 HP, or you need to put things in the way so that he can't touch your HP. Or versus Rune, again, with they only deal damage in instances of 3. So as long as you stay at, like, for example, if you're at 13, that's a good number. If you're at 10, that's a good number. 16, etc. Just as long as it's one higher than a number divisible by 3. Just because it makes it that much harder for them to have the exact answers that they need to kill you. Versus Dragon. Dragon's a little bit questionable, because like they have a lot of interesting damage ranges. But for the most part, if you're at full versus Dragon, you're good. Like, it's very, very hard for Dragon to OTK you from full. Like, there are like a few like select examples, but those like require all. Yeah, but those all require like multiple cards. So for the most part, you're usually fine. Versus Blood. Well, Blood also deals a lot of damage, but for the most part right now, Blood's basically about like if you can control the board. However, you do want to try to play around 4 damage bursts at any point in time, just because Phantom Cat does 4, Alucard does 4, Grimnir does 4, and then like Spawn will of course do 6 to 8, but usually a lot of people aren't playing Spawn right now, so that's usually fine. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Go and let me know what you think about about using math in Shadowverse. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.